Hello, my name's Anna from the YouTube channel Ananas Art or Ananas, whatever language you speak. And yeah, I decided to catch up a little bit with you, talk about my month of March and my first impressions in art school. And I recorded a couple of videos and I wanted to kind of like document my experience here and share it with you. So here we go. So it all started at the beginning of March when I moved here. Moving was actually quite difficult for me because it was a little bit re-traumatizing from the last time I moved, which was not a very good experience. I mean, I already knew back when I put all of these things up that I'm gonna hate my past self in the future, but I didn't think I'm gonna hate myself that much. But you know what? I'm gonna fucking do it again. But in the end, I think it turned out pretty well. Like I feel comfortable at home now, and I don't really mind not living at home anymore, which is pretty good. And it was a lot less worse than I expected. So yeah, that's the first thing that happened, which is like a pretty big change. And yeah, but then art school started, or design school. It's kind of a mix. And the first things we did was kind of just getting to know each other at like parties and yeah, like organized events for all the first semesters. You probably already know like what's gonna happen in at that. You probably already know what kind of stuff happens at those, but it's pretty much just getting to know each other, and that was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I didn't participate in all of the events because it was quite a lot, but it was still nice, and I got to know the people of my year, and they're all really, really cool. I'm honestly very happy with my group, and I like all of them so far. So don't mess it up, guys. I know you're watching. But yeah, so far I've had a lot of fun. And then, like, the real school, the studies started, and that was really interesting because in like, I can explain some assignments to you if you want. It was kind of like we have these subjects which are for art, and we have like design subjects, and we have different assignments for all of these subjects. For example, I chose photography, so I have to take photos and show them in class. Or for the design subjects, we have like design, I don't know, icons or something like this, and then we have to show what we designed in the next lesson. And yeah, honestly, I think something that is really, really interesting or fun to observe is that I I kind of don't feel like this is university or school, because all of the things that we do here, I would have done at home in my free time if someone gave me this exact assignment. Like, if I saw like the assignment as an internet challenge somewhere during my free time, I probably would have done it either way, like if it was school or not. And it's quite interesting because every time we do something here, it doesn't feel like I'm studying it, but I am. And I don't know, that makes me really, really happy because I kind of get to do what I love, but I get something for it, in my case, a degree. And, I don't know, that's really cool. I never had that before, because I remember back in school when I had to work on assignments or we get an assignment, it was always like, "Oh, no, now I have to do maths homework," or whatever, like, I always hated getting this, like, "Oh, no, we have homework again." But here, like, if someone tells me, "Oh, yeah, you have to take this photograph till next week to this topic," then I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll do that. I can do that." And, then I think about it all the time, and what I also really like is that I never really stop the studies. Like, when you have I don't know, when you study, for example, biology, then you go to school or to university, and then you have your subject, then you maybe get, like, homework assignments, then you do your homework assignments, and then you have, like, this separate time for biology in that case. You go to school, you have biology there, you come home, you eat, you don't think about it, and then you sit down and think about your assignment, you do that, and then you're done. But with art school, I feel like I'm never not studying. In For example, like, we get an assignment for photography class, and then I have, like, this assignment in my head, and I think about it all the time. Like, I never stop really thinking about it. It's always in the back of my mind. And then at one point, I have, like, this idea that just comes to me, and um, because I've been thinking about it constantly, but I don't just think about it during separate hours, for example, in school or in the time I sit down to think about it. It's always in there. It's always happening. And because I have so many different assignments, there's like so many things happening in my mind at the same time and constantly. Like, I really feel like I never really stop studying, but I don't mind, which I think is really great because I I honestly have to say, considering like how I how my last couple months and years were like in school, for example, I was always someone who worked a lot on my school stuff. Like, I don't know, I participated in a lot of things, and I wanted to engage, and I did a lot of things. But it was always really stressful, and a lot of the things I did, I didn't really like. And then I stopped, like, I graduated from school, and I did like a 4 month. I spent 4 months in Portugal as like my volunteering experience abroad, and it was honestly a very bad experience, and I hated it. It wasn't like bad 100%, but it really wasn't the best experience. And I remember like all this time since I started like doing too much in school and after school, like I never had a moment when I could say I am happy right now. I was always kind of on edge, and I was always trying to convince myself that I'm happy, or I was happy in the moment when I spent time with friends or I got to meet new people, but it was always just a period of time, like a small period of time, and it never really felt right. And now I kind of don't feel like that anymore. When I'm in school or in university, I just sit there and I feel like this vibe, and all the people look so amazing, and everyone's just doing their thing, but we're all doing it together, and it's all art and creativity. And I feel like for once, after all those years, I'm getting a little bit emotional, but I feel like for once I can actually say that. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. But yeah, I am happy. I truly am happy, and I don't know how to put it into words, but that's like it feels so right. It just feels so great to finally come to this point in life where I can just say that I'm happy. And like every time someone asks me how I am, I don't have to pretend or like act like I am happy or think to myself, yeah, I'm happy, I'm good, but not really. Or there's always something going on. But now I still have problems. I still have, I don't know, uncomfortable things I have to tackle and like whatever. Have all these things still, but they don't feel as relevant anymore, and they don't feel as big of problems as they were before because I feel like I'm at the right place. I feel like I finally met the people that think like me and that have the same goals in life or similar goals or just in general. I kind of feel like that's where I belong. And yeah, like for everyone who considers studying art or going into the creative field and you're not sure about it, but you always felt nice when you could just explore ideas and act like a kid. Honestly, because a lot of people here just play around with things like children do. That's also why it doesn't feel like studying because we just play around with art supplies and just, I don't know, we just put stuff on paper and hope it looks good. And then we think about what we did and how we felt. And it's just such a nice environment. And honestly, like, please, if you like art, I would at least, if you have the chance or the opportunities and enough money and enough, yeah, like if you have all the things you need, then I would totally suggest going to art school or at least visiting a program and meeting people who do art like you, like me, like we all do, and just um, just be in that environment, just be around those people, because I'm so happy. I totally feel like this is where I belong, and art school is my place. And I learned so much. I literally, it's just been a couple weeks, 2 weeks of actual school, but there's just so much happening, and I'm always outside. I'm never in this room, but I still see so much, and it's great. It's really great. I love it. That's all I can say. Of course, I still like to visit my family at home and see my cats. They are so cute. They're so great. Shout out to you, cats, and obviously also my parents. Hi, mom and dad, and hi, grandma. Hi, whoever is at home. They're waiting for me. But I also feel like I finally found my people, my surroundings, and everyone looks so cool here. I always feel a little bit like taken, like I don't want to just film people, but they all look so cool. I wish I would just have like a camera that doesn't look like a camera and just like, take photos of everyone who looks cool. But I don't want to be stalker, so I'm not gonna do that. But they all look so cool. Like go to an art school and just look at how the people dress. We also have like fashion as for people who want to study fashion here, and they all look so good. Oh my god, I could just fangirl about how the people look so much. The styles are so cool, like the fashion, the outfits, the everything. It's amazing. And what's also really fun is that in school there's like so many random things put on the walls. Like I'm gonna put in like here are some photos. Like we have random stickers or eyes on like different objects, and it looks like, I don't know, like a nose with eyes, although it's just, I don't know, a doorknob or whatever. And yeah, everything just looks so artsy and so free, and I don't know, it's cool. It's so cool. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna update you, hopefully. If I have time, it's honestly very stressful. There's so much going on, and I'm never at home. I barely get to sleep. But if I have enough time and not if I have enough time, if I manage my time well enough, then I will update you more on what's happening, how I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep recording a little bit every once in a while. And yeah, shout out to everyone I met this month. You're all really cool, really really cool. I love you all. And yeah, I'm excited for the next month. Art school can come. Well then, see you. And I love you all. Bye bye. I feel like in my heart and soul. I feel like guiding my way home. I feel like together we are whole. I feel like together we are whole. I feel like in my heart and soul. I feel like together we are whole.
Oh my god.
I feel like together we are whole.